So, cosplay. Cosplay is the thing that we do sometimes in our pastime. Sometimes in video games, dressing up as our favorite characters, or anime characters that we cosplay from anime from our favorite show because we relate to the characters or we really like their design. And I want to talk about how the cosplay bots on Instagram just shows up out of nowhere. I don't know why, but I talked to one cosplayer. I was trying to talk to at least four, two girl cosplayers and two guy cosplayers, but they never answered. But I got one girl cosplayer talking about it, and it was just really strange that we never got to like. Wait, no. It was very strange that the cosplay bots came in like in 2021 and 2022 for some reason. Back when I did cosplay in like 2018, 2019 on Instagram, it was completely different because at the time TikTok wasn't like really popular right now. I think it was either Musically or TikTok, and it was just starting to get popular. But on Instagram there wasn't like any videos for you to like promote your videos to get noticed. It was just you taking pictures of yourself, and hopefully your photos go well, and hashtags were really important. Hashtag is still kind of important, even though people say on Instagram it's not important. It's still really important to have like hashtags for things because people won't find it. So for cosplays, because cosplays gotten really popular this time and this year right now, like a lot of people are doing cosplays because it's really fun, and there's like a lot of comic cons. But back in like 2016, 2018, there were like a few, but it wasn't very popular. You could find like some American cosplayers, but most of them weren't making money, or some of them were making money but they were the top of their careers. And at that time it was hard for a smaller cosplayer to like at least rise to the top because Patreon was like still a thing, and a lot of cosplayers still use Patreon. But since OnlyFans is rising and Fansly is like really popular among cosplay, especially doing cosplay loots, it's just very popular. But for some reason, the cosplay bots were always there. When what I remember, 2018, 2019, they weren't there for some reason, but 2021, 2022, they just started popping up. Like, every time you post a cosplay photo, you just see like, oh, put this on the page or DM us for like cosplay promos. Don't do that, because I actually wanted to, just because they kept popping up on my page just for so long that I was like, okay, maybe I should just make a video about it, because no one's really talking about it. It doesn't really happen to big cosplayers, but it happens to a lot of small cosplayers that I've been noticing. And me and the girl talked about how this wasn't there before, but now that cosplay is really, really popular, and everyone wants to they love cosplay, and they would love to make money off of it, or just the job they love to cosplay. Same thing for me. I am making a little money off of cosplay, but a lot of people, when they saw cosplay, they have to get a part-time job just to do cosplay or what they love, or do on the side, because cosplay doesn't really pay the bills if you're not that big. So if you're a smaller creator, I suggest you get a part-time job and cosplay at the same time, so you can do your own thing and do both at the same time. But once you get to a certain point, you can quit your job. I see a lot of cosplayers do that. They have a job and then they're like, oh, I'm at this point, so I'm just gonna quit. So let's get on to see the cosplay promos, that what's all about, and let's see how the packet is. And here's the page right here. So this is cosplay promo, and you could do DMs to boost your followers, supposedly, and gain attractions to your cosplay post. So they do some credit for the cosplayers, and they pay a lot of money, because it is a lot of money, or cheap ones, to post on their Instagram posts or Instagram stories. And you can see a lot of people put their cosplay up, but most times at the bottom you can see their selfies, and sometimes they could post 100 or twice, depending on how much money you have and how much you want to spend on it. Hello, I would like to do a cosplay promo. Yes, you are interested in cosplay promo? Yes, I am. Well, share your talents on our page as well as too and mentions on you. We'll share your talents on our page and as well as tags and mentions on you and the post so that our audience will reach to you, and by looking at which you'll increase the numbers of people and the people you want. Welcome to Instagram promos, this is where it all is like, wow, how much it is. So it says right here, promo packages, $12 to swipe story, and $23 post for a permanent one. So $23 is a permanent one, which is a lot. So $38 a permanent post, 2 stories, and highlights, 2K granted, and followers. So this is where they said 2 grand, I didn't say 2 grand, 2K followers, guaranteed followers, which I feel like most times they're bots. They're not really like guaranteed followers. They're like interested, you get 2K followers immediately, so most of them are just bots. And it says right here, $52 permanent post, 1 story with swipe up link, highlight link below. Face of the week, we'll be following you, 3K guaranteed followers. And it said 3K guaranteed followers, which is also probably fake because of it. Then you got the $72 one, which is golden package, 7-day week post, 7-day story, and all featured 5K guarantee, which is like, that's a pretty like high chance of people actually interested in your content. It takes a while for people to be like, oh, I actually watch your content, and just watch a few of your videos or see a few of your cosplay posts and to be like it. This is right here, $200 diamond pack, 365 posts a day, continue per story post, and will be permanent on our page. Choose your special packages, dear. And it says, oh, on second thought, never mind, I think I'm good, because I was just so surprised on how the prices are so high. And they said, which packages did you like? And I was like, none, sorry for me, sorry for the DM. And it says, hey there, don't worry dear, today is 50% discount to all the packages, and this is a golden opportunity for you. So they get you being like, oh, this is a golden opportunity for you. It's kind of like if this is your last resort on making it into the cosplay scene. So if you do this, this is a really good opportunity for you. You'll get sponsorships and all that, because usually 2K followers, 1K follower, they usually get sponsorships on Instagram. So I can see why people fall for this really easily. But the offer is limited to time period, and it says, and I said, no, I think I'm good, for these prices are too expensive, but thank you for the offer. And they said 60% discount on all packages. This peak time post, promise you'll get good results. And I said again, I think I'm good, thank you for the offer. And as you can tell, this is a bot, and it says, which one do you like? And it said, none, I'm good, because they wouldn't stop. They just want to be like, they just like, oh, it's 50% off, no, like 60% off, please just do it. So it's kind of weird how they just like, they persisted on me until I'm like, nah, I'm good into doing it. So yeah, and we're gonna get on to the cosplayer feelings on this, because they did a promo. I was kind of a little nervous just to ask them, but I said the reason why I'm doing it because of the YouTube video, but none of the others contacted me, but I have like one, and they said sure, it's cool. So I'm now linking her Instagram down below. And here's the thing where it gets really interesting. So I talked to this cosplayer called Kyla. I'm so sorry if I say your name wrong, Kyla. And I said, hi Kyla, my name is Sakura, and I'm gonna do a YouTube video about cosplay promos that you see every time you post anything related to cosplays. And I want to ask a few questions on how you discovered the cosplay promos, and if it worked for you and is gaining new fans and followers. And she said, sure thing, sounds interesting. And I said, are you interested? And she said, yes. And I said, great. And one question, when was the first you saw the cosplay promos? And she said, I want to say 6 months ago. Mostly it's bots. They will all have different photos, but one of the same day each post, which is very true, because every time you post a cosplay photo, of yourself or a cosplay video. Sometimes it happens on cosplay videos, but most likely it does on cosplay photos. And they'll have like different cosplay promos, which is very weird, which is on the scammy side, which I'm not sure if Instagram knows that, but it's just like really a scam and it's not guaranteed on anything. And I said, so what are your thoughts on doing it out of curiosity or interest since they keep popping up so much? And she said, honestly, I just like the numbers, but they're all fake and it kind of lowers my self-esteem. And it makes sense when you just want like people to like your cosplays, and it's very hard to people to see your cosplays, especially since like other cosplays are very good and your self-esteem could be like really bad, or you just question your cosplays is even good or not, because I know I had that feeling before just seeing other cosplayers, because I know people said like when you see like other people do like great, you just want to motivate yourself to do it, but sometimes it can have the opposite effect. And for me and her, it had the opposite effect. Her was she liked the numbers, and for me, I just wanted to be a good cosplayer. But I looked at other cosplayers and I was like, wow, I really need to do more. And I was like, oh, my cosplay is not really that good. So yeah, happens to all of us. And she said, and I said, makes sense. I kind of felt the same way until a few months ago I caught on it was fake. Okay, last question. How many times have you went to ask for a promo? And she said none of them asked. And said, Kate, last one. Have you spent for the promo post? And she said it could range to $5 to $20. And I said, that's interesting. Did you know that they have a price that goes higher than that? Which they do. The $200 ones, which is insane. And they guarantee 5K followers, which is, they're all bots. They're not just real fans. They don't really like post or like interact with you more often than real fans do, or have like an opinions on it. So yeah. And she says, oh yeah, they have like a $130. And I said, yeah, and for $200 too. And she says, yes, dude, it's crazy. We need to do something about it. And I said, I know, that's what I was thinking, was like, when had Instagram and when I was 18, and now they're just popping up all the time. And I'm just surprised Instagram didn't do anything or delete the account. And she said, exactly, it's such a scam. And I said, I know, it's going also giving cosplayers a fake hope, and it's saying it's a good opportunity, which they do hammer on saying that, and they're saying 5K, 3K, 1K followers guarantee, and they're just playing up on the emotions. Hopefully they're like hoping the cosplayers like, okay, if this is a promo, this is a good price, because they're saying it, and they see a lot of cosplayers who do have 1K followers, so they're gonna be like, okay, so it's not that bad. So they're probably like thinking that and just being like, hey, this is a really good opportunity for you, and people get to see your cosplays more and hopefully like it. So yeah, it's a very tactical and very horrible thing to do. And then she shows me the post right here, and she said they're everywhere, and it's like, damn. I remember when I had 100 followers, I would see them so many, and when they said you'll be the perfect brand for the brand ambassador, it's equivalent to when you get 100 followers on Instagram, you see like these scammy like Instagram accounts using like the brand, but you look at the brand and they don't have verified account, and they say, oh, you'll be the perfect brand ambassador, so please. And one of my friends said, please always ask just in case, and they said like, no, they just want your personal data, they want your address and everything, so if you do that, they're just gonna get everything. So do not do that, please don't do that. And if you aren't sure, please ask a friend or just look at their background, because do not do that. It's just not safe, especially on Instagram. There's just a lot of scammy accounts, which I don't know why Instagram's not like terminating them, being like it's scam. But and it's like, yeah, pretty much. So I'm like, yeah. And that's where a conversation ends. That's it, because I really want to talk about this, and it's a very interesting and rare occurrence that it's not been talked about, because I seen them with a lot of small cosplayers, not really much big cosplayers, but I did want to talk about like big cosplayers getting the same thing, but it's very different, that they get like their photos at least stolen and not like credited, but they use it for their own gain, saying like, oh yeah, I do like nudes and stuff like that, but it's not their photos, so they can't have it. So they think it's their second account, but it's not, since it's a scam. And there's a lot of big cosplayers like had this sort of problem where once you get really big, you get scammy people trying to impersonate you. And it happens to Instagram people too. They get like, because usually they say like it's a fan page, so you actually know it's a fan page, but the other one, they're just straight up like, yeah, this is our second account, lying that it's their second account, or saying it's their third account, and saying like, yeah, this is our third account and we can do this. So I want to talk about that too, because that's been a really big problem in the cosplay communities. Once you get like certainly big, you're just gonna know people are gonna repost your photos without credit, or it's just like bots. I'm pretty sure they're not bots, but they're just someone else behind the screen using your photos for their own gain and money, because they get the money. Cosplayers make a lot of money these days right now, since cosplay is so popular now. They're like really popular. So yeah, so this is the video I've been wanting to do. This one's longer than usual since my storage is not that good. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, videos like these, and I'll see you guys next video. And if you guys want to see my cosplays, more of my cosplays, the Patreon's down below, my Instagram and Twitter, and bye. Also go follow Kyla on Instagram. I would appreciate to show some love for her. And if you're interested in like Lou cosplays, I'll link her Instagram down below right here so you can see. And I'm saying bye for real this time, so bye.